Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Illogical here, bringing you another life story. This one's another pretty crazy one, so I hope you guys like it. And yeah, let's just jump right in. So this story takes place at the end of 7th grade, so 2 years ago, and one of my brothers was graduating from high school, and we had like a graduation party at our house, but he was also going to some of his friends' graduation parties, and some of them were pretty crazy. Now, up until that point, I had never been to a crazy high school party, and I've always wanted to go to one. And I knew some of the ones that my brother was going to were pretty crazy. So I asked my brother if I could go, but he told me to ask my mom. So I asked my mom, and I just like fucking begged her to fucking go. She's like, yeah, sure, why not? So we go to a few parties, and most of them are just, pretty small. But we go to like 4 or 5 of them, and then we go to the really big one, which was like the best one in the entire fucking area. So we get there, and it's about like 6 or 7. And it's one of my brother's best friends, and we go in and he says what's up to him. I'm like, what's up? And for the most part, I was just kind of chilling. There wasn't really much for me to do because I didn't know anyone, because everyone was like way older than me. So I just kind of chilled, ate food, and kind of looked around for people to talk to who I might have known, but I didn't know anyone. So I'm at the party just chilling, and I see this one motherfucker. We'll give him a name. We'll call him Daniel. And Daniel's just chilling in the corner, just like on his phone or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I'm bored. I'm gonna just, go up to him and, say what's up, maybe make a friend or whatever. So I go up to him. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, hey, what's up, man? And I was like, nothing much, man. What are you doing here? And he's like, oh, yeah, it's my brother's party. So he was my brother's friend's brother. So I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool, man. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm just on my phone. You want to go upstairs and play Xbox? And I'm like, yeah, man, sure. So we go upstairs and we play Xbox for a little bit, and then we go back down, and I think like we got some food or something, but we go down and we're just talking for a little bit, and then he's all like, yeah, bro, want to see something cool? And I'm like, sure. And he pulls out this fucking like 6-inch switchblade, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And he fucking like flips it out or whatever, and he's like, pretty cool, huh? I'm like, why do you have a switchblade? He's like, oh yeah, it's not mine, it's my brother's. And I'm like, why'd you take your brother's switchblade? And he's like, I don't know, I thought it looked cool. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, bro, put that away, someone could get hurt. He's like, dude, nothing's gonna happen, man. I'm like, you don't know that? Because keep in mind, he was like barely older than me. He was like, I don't know, maybe a year or two older than me. So, not very trustworthy with a fucking switchblade. So I'm like, bro, put that away. He's like, fine, I'll put it away. Then he's all like, oh, whoops. And he fucking stabs my hand, like inside the palm of my hand with the fucking switchblade. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? He's like, whoops. And he gets this fucking smirk, like he's a fucking evil little fucking piece of shit. And he's just like holding the fucking knife, and my hand is bleeding. There's a huge fucking cut in the palm of my hand. Like I still have a fucking scar from it. And my hand is just like fucking, the bleeding starting, my hand's getting fucking red. And thank fuck my brother was around and his friend. So they come over and my brother's friend's like, yo, what happened? And Daniel's face went from, I'm so fucking cool, to, oh fuck, my brother's gonna kill me. And he fucking drops the switchblade and just runs upstairs. And my brother's friend's like, what the hell happened? And I'm like, I don't know, he just stabbed me with the fucking switchblade. And he's like, that's not even his, I don't know why he has that. So he picks up the switchblade and he goes upstairs and he literally carries Daniel downstairs and he gets him downstairs and he's like, why the hell would you do that? And then Daniel's like, I don't know, I was trying to be cool. And then my brother and my brother's friend, we all go to the bathroom and I like wash my hand or whatever, and my brother's friend, he's like, man, I'm so sorry, I don't know why that happened, I've never seen him do something like this. And I'm like, it's fine, man. So I wash my hand and it stops the bleeding, but there's this huge fucking cut right in the middle of the palm of my hand, and I'm like, fuck. And my brother's friend was like, it doesn't look too bad, probably heal within like a few weeks. And I'm like, alright, good. So my brother and I, we leave and we go to the hospital just to make sure I wasn't like too fucked up. And thankfully I wasn't, I didn't need stitches or anything, so that was good. And the doctor just said I should let it heal for a few weeks, and thankfully it did. It healed in like 3 or 4 weeks. But I still have the fucking scar, and it's always a reminder to never be around Daniel when he has a fucking knife. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story. More of the story is, don't fucking trust kids with knives. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up the story. Hope you guys like it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.